So we are back again. 5 clean sheets, baby. 5 clean sheets. We're back up to 10th. Mid-table. It's all on. Big up Kendall. Back again. What are you saying, babe? 3-0.
That was to be expected, I suppose.
Bruce Ball back again.
I hate Bruce Ball. Bruce Ball literally kills my life. Bruce Ball is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Okay, that's a bit far. What ever happened to me in my football life? I honestly, I just don't even know what to say about it, to be honest.
I can't lie. Yeah, real talk. I was mad disappointed with Andy Carroll tonight because, like, I knew you'd play him. And when I see your lineup, I was like, yo, Jo Shelvey, Andy Carroll, Callum Wilson. I was like, okay, yeah, man's going for it a little bit. And then, like, Andy Carroll just didn't turn up. Like, compared to last week when he just dominated everything. It was like one-hit wonder. No, it disappeared.
Andy Carroll needs to play as a DM. He literally needs to play as a defensive midfielder because what the hell? He literally plays half the back, centre back half the time. So what's the point? You're never going to be anywhere near an aerial threat if you're going to sit and play centre back. I mean, that's how good Bruce Ball is. So defensive, your striker has to play centre back. Stupid head. Oh, honestly.
What did you make to John Joe? Obviously, like, I rate him. I think he's a good baller. I said this in the build up and like the preview and that. I think he's a good player. And tonight he had good moments, but like I just felt he was on the cuff. Like
this is the thing with him though, didn't I? I said yesterday, like he's so inconsistent. He either shows up or he doesn't. It's never like in between where he'll have like a relatively decent game and make a couple of mistakes. He's either here or not there. And when he's not there, we have, and you're playing like Matty Longstaff, for example, next to him, like we've just got no forward balls in that team whatsoever because that team that we played today, like flat back four, what the hell? Why did we do that? I literally don't know. Even though I did say yesterday that he probably would do that because he was moaning about like a back five and that and how we lose so many games. Like putting Jamal Lewis in a flat back four as like a flat left back was the worst decision. Anyone, like literally any manager in this whole wide world, apart from Steve Bruce, can see that he's not like a defensive player. He's like a wing back because like his defensive awareness is so poor. But here he is rocking up with Jamal Lewis, who hasn't played for like 5 games or whatever. Like bloody Joe Linton is a left winger. Oh, honestly, I'm at this point. Joe Linton has got Steve Bruce's nudes because this is the only way Steve Bruce is allowing that man to play football. Just let him go. Literally, Elsa, let him go. Please. Bruce, take Joe
frozen settings.
Because I've had enough. I've had it. I'm literally at the point now where I've had it. I can't even sit and mourn because it's just getting on my nerves.
Do you know what the madness was, right? Is that you put Callum Wilson left wing, but we dropped Bellerin, which was a master stroke. Big up Tapas Pulis. Yeah, big up Pandemic Pep. Because if he had put him up against Hecky B, yeah, it would have been a different story. And tonight he put him up against Cedric, who actually played very well. Like I thought he was good tonight. And I thought everyone played good tonight for us. I thought Thomas Partey was decent. The back two pairing didn't really have a lot to do.
Yeah.
That's more down to the fact that you lot were crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goalkeeper had nothing to do. But other than that, I think that the rest of the players on the pitch, I was like, yo, Saka's on it. Yeah. Emil Smith De Bruyne back again. Yeah. Gordon De Bruyne, sick. Saka, sick. Aubameyang, when he missed that sitter, I was like, oh my God, this is Werner settings, finding Timo and all them ones. Yeah. I even put a tweet out like Pierre-Emerick Werner. When he scored, I had to quote tweet my own tweet just to cover base, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like back again. Yeah, I thought he actually took his goals well, and I was shocked that he took him off because when he scored a brace, I'm like, yo, keep him on, confidence and stuff like that. Yeah, Lacazette dropping in the hole. Yeah, normally Lacazette back to goal falls over. It's just like he's got ice skates on. He just drops, quicker than Katie Price, one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like dead cockroach settings, like whoo. Yeah, I actually thought he played well tonight. I thought Saka was good.
Yeah.
I even thought Xhaka was good tonight. Like Xhaka was actually decent, and like when you don't notice Xhaka doing dumb shit,
Bad things.
you know he's had a good game, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was shocked with Andy Carroll. Almiron, he was all right, but
Almiron for me was the only one who actually was trying to do anything. The rest was just like absolutely ghost. I forgot Matty Longstaff was even there, and the commentator was like, "Oh, Matty Longstaff." I was like, "Eh? Since when was Matty Longstaff playing?" Like, I honestly forgot. I don't think Callum Wilson touched the ball. Like, my God, honestly, poor. That is awful. If that continues and this Steve Bruce continues, we're down 1,000,000%. There's not a club that plays worse than us right now. I even think that Sheffield United play better attacking football than us. At least they score goals. What the hell do we do? We do free goal. Sit there looking like absolute loss. See Kraft for your first goal. He was like bloody sideways crab running. What's that? What's that about, man? Like, I just don't.
You actually think you could get relegated? Real talk.
No, if this carries on now and there's no change, and the players' mentality is the same, and Steve Bruce continues, that's it. We gone. Like, I just can't see where we're going to get any result from. We can't even beat Sheffield United, who are the worst in the league. So where are we going to get points from?
Who's your next game?
Aston Villa. Yeah, and then we've got Leeds.
Yeah, that's not easy. Is that
Aston Villa, Leeds, Everton, Crystal Palace, Man United, Chelsea.
So next 5-6 games, you could be bottom 3.
Oh, easy.
That's actually mad.
I would not be surprised. That's all.
And the thing is like, have them games. You ain't beating Villa, no chance.
No.
You ain't beating Chelsea.
Nope.
Yeah. You ain't beating. Who else was there? Man U.
Nope. Ain't beating Everton. Nope. Ain't beating Leeds.
Everton.
It was 5-2 last time.
Leeds.
The only team I can possibly see us getting a point is Crystal Palace. That's it.
Yeah. Is that home or away?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
You're past caring, isn't it?
Yeah. I am.
You're literally past caring.
I just couldn't be asked.
Hmm.
What's the point in depressing myself further? Like, I've never ever done that in my life. Like, the whole time I've ever supported Newcastle, most of my life, I've never ever like switched a game off early, even if we've been getting battered, because I always think like, oh, like come back, like, you know what I mean, like a freak. But honestly, switched it off at 8 minutes. I just couldn't be bothered to depress myself anymore because I just knew what was coming. Like,
let me ask you this then, yeah. Like, let's assume you get relegated this season. Like, this is mad. We're even talking about Newcastle being relegated when there's Fulham, West Brom, Sheffield United, Leeds, like other teams in the league. Yeah? Let's assume you get relegated. Like, where do you see Newcastle like after that? So, like, let's assume they get relegated. Do you think you'll go down again, or do you think you're doing Norwich and come back again?
I don't think we'll go down again, because if we go down again, we're in dire straits. Because I mean, look at Sunderland now; they're struggling financially because they can't keep their stadium up in League One, and they can't keep the staff and whatever. So we'll be massively struggling. I don't think we'll go down again, but I don't think we'll come straight back up by any means this time. And if we go down, that means the takeover's off. So we're stuck with Mike Ashley again. So yeah, more of the same. I don't know. I really don't know if I can put myself through a third relegation in like 11 years. I just can't. Not for a club who shouldn't be there. Like, I'm not saying that we should be top 10 or Europe or not, but we should be Premier League. We're Premier League quality. Like a club like Newcastle, with like the stadium and the fans that we have, we're Premier League. We're a Premier League club, and like I cannot deal with a third relegation, like, because honestly, I think Steve Bruce ended up keeping his job because Championship's what he knows. Like, do you know what I mean? So, friggin' hell, man.
Especially when you got teams like fucking Burnley. Like, come on, Burnley. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, that's some dead little team. yeah, from some dead little fucking city or town or whatever it is, yeah. Like, I refuse to go to Burnley. I've had tickets to Burnley away, and I'll just go, I ain't going there. You have to drive past both Manchester teams.
I have been before. There's like a TK Maxx and about 5 pasty shops. That's about it.
Yeah, it's like Stoke, dead team.
Yeah.
Like, dead stadium. Stoke's the fucking, fuck Stoke, yeah. But Burnley, you have to drive past both Manchester teams, right, to get to fucking Burnley. That's just a disgrace. Yeah, it's like, we can't be doing that. Yeah, and I look at it and I'm just like, I don't think he'll get relegated. I think Sheffield United will go. Yeah, and I think it's sad because I think they've done so well last season.
Yeah.
But this season they've been highlighted because they didn't do so much in the transfer window, and I think they've been found out a little bit. They got a little bit lucky. They were riding their luck, etc., etc. Yeah. Then you got West Brom. Like, see you later. Yeah. Sacked Bilic. Got Big Sam. Yeah, bruv. Just retire, mate. You've literally just gone there to get sacked to get the payoff. Yeah, it's like one of them ones.
Yeah, and then see him out in his retirement.
Yeah, one of them. He's just gone, yo, I just need a payoff, bro. I can't be doing this little fucking chip shop settings. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You've seen the gif in it where man's in the chip shop. Yeah. But I also think Fulham, like, although they've had a little bit of a go the last couple of games, they're just shit. They are literally shit. Yeah. And then you've got Newcastle, you've got Leeds, you've got Brighton, Burnley. I'd love Burnley to get relegated. I fucking can't stand that club. Seriously, every time we go away to Burnley, it's lastminute.com. Yeah, literally, Alexis Sanchez, stoppage time settings, penalty, Panenka down the middle. Yeah. Then you've got Lauren Koscielny bundling in the fucking header in stoppage time. It's like, fuck off, Burnley, man. Dirty football club, yeah. Like, literally, at least Newcastle have got a little bit of swaz and swagger about it.
I don't know about that now.
Yeah, but yeah, Bruce Ball's killed it off, you know what I'm saying?
Bruce Ball's killed everything off, honestly.
Yeah, it's killed it off, but yeah, I can't wait for them to get relegated. But I don't think you will get relegated. Yeah, but do you know what? I look at Newcastle and I just think, like, you got John Joe, you got Andy Carroll, you got Callum Wilson, Almiron, Yedlin again today was on the bench, and I'm just like, on the bench. Yeah, Yedlin walks in Arsenal first team at right back.
Decisions that he makes, like Kraft, who is the worst thing I've ever seen at right back. Like, honest to God, I could do a better job at right back, and that is a God's honest truth. Why was he there? He hasn't even played for ages. Like, why drop Yedlin, who's been on form? Or even like Mankiewicz, for example. Like, I know Mankiewicz hasn't played for a while, but defensively, he's probably our best right back defensively. Like, and then you just put Kraft in. Like, this is what I don't get. It's stupid. How come everyone else sees it, but Steve Bruce? Like, and then post game, Jamal Lascelles is like, oh, we need to go back to the drawing board. How many frigging drawing boards do you have? You've gone back to the drawing board every bloody game, man. You can't be going back to another drawing board. You've finished. You've got about 45 drawing boards already. That hasn't worked in the past.
What was that little plastic thing you used to have back in the day, and you could just swipe it and it'd clear the thing? Etch a sketch. That's the drawing board, yeah.
That's Steve Bruce's tactics.
Yeah, that's his tactics board. Yeah, it's the same with Arteta though. Like I know we beat you tonight, and we fully deserve to beat you. Yeah, it was comfortable. You literally did fuck all tonight. Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, right, this is kind of comfortable. And then the Aubameyang's missing. Like, first half was a little bit dead, but like on the watch along, Chig was like, yo, Aubameyang's getting the chances. Yeah, at least if he gets the chances. Second half, if he gets them, hopefully he's like putting them in the back of the net. One of them ones, isn't it? Yeah, and tonight we did that. And as soon as we got that first goal, it reminded me of last season when we scored second half and you just folded and we done you 4-0.
Exactly the same. 4-0 last season, 3-0 this season.
Yeah. It's just like, you're lucky there was no fans there because your fans drive 5.5 hours to get there. Yeah, tonight
exactly,
it was just a chilled one.
Season. Honestly, I'm so glad it wasn't this season. God.
Yeah, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. And like, I've always associated Newcastle with like fantasy football, like David Ginola, Nobby Solano, Alan Shearer, you know, proper ballers like Rob Lee, yeah, them ones, in it, yeah. Like, I just look at Newcastle now and I just think, like, who have you really got? You're relying on Andy fucking Carroll, like, to jump in and be the Zlatan. And Zlatan scored twice for Milan tonight. Man's older than me and I'm fucking wrecked. Like, I'm nearly 40. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man's back with the fucking red dead lighting. I'm pissed out of my fucking brain. I can't lie. Yeah. Now I've done a whole bottle of champs, yeah, and fucking 8 Stellas, and we're still going. Big up to you, Kendall, darling. Big up to the wifey. Yeah, she fully helped on the stream earlier. Big up to all the rat army in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to Kendall. She will upload at some point. Yeah, but
well, probably now I've got that much anger. I feel like, well, not even anger. I'm just like sick of me life. I just. Honestly, I'm just so sick of it. It's like before the game, he was like, "Oh, the gloves are off. Let's play football my way because everyone's being so comfortable." Bloody gloves off. It's like pants down. Never mind gloves off. Absolute hell on, man.
I was just going in dry, you know, one of them ones, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Only lubrication is our tears. That's what's dragging us through right now because I just can't. I'm making us a banter club. That's what we are now. Like, our own fans are making us a banter club, and it's making me really fuming that idiot has made us this stupid laughing stock. Like, I had literally about 40 messages tonight of fans who top 6 fans who obviously don't watch us all the time. They watched us tonight against yous, and they were like, "How do you actually sit and watch that every week?" Like, I've been telling people for ages, and people don't believe us. But anyone watching that tonight, you've watched it yourself. How? There's something wrong with me. There's something very seriously wrong with us who keep watching that.
Like, let me ask you this, yeah, because like you haven't got the. Like, you ain't got the manager, you ain't got the owner, same as us, yeah, in my opinion, right? But you've got a squad where you could potentially pick an 11 out of that squad that could fly. Like, it could do bits, yeah? And that's how I look at Arsenal. I'm just like, yo, we've got an 11. This guy's not picking it. The manager, the owner, you can blame him, whatever, yeah? Where do you actually see Newcastle, like, what's the peak? Like, what's the pinnacle? Like, obviously not top 4. I think that's too far. But where do you see him? Like, what's your peak for them?
Literally, like, even top 10 would, like, 10th. I would genuinely be like overjoyed with 10th, because in the past couple of years, like, the last time we got 10th was with Rafa when we got re-promoted from the Championship, and before that we only came 5th once with Alan Pardew. So bloody hell, I haven't seen 10th for God knows how long apart from that time. So 10th for me would be like, oh, class, like top half of the table. Let's get 8th next season, and then let's get 6th in like Europa League football. And do you know what? Like, build like that, but we can't even do that. It's just like the same old. For the past 3 seasons, we've had 44 points, 45 points, and then 44 points. I'm just trying to wonder what 100 million gets you, like, because right now it's getting us like 30 points. So what's that? It's absolutely bloody. Oh. The
quicker you get to 40, the better, darling. Trust me, yeah, because then you're safe.
Will we get there? God, I don't even know at this point. As I said to you, like, even prior to the stream, like I said, the next 7 games, the next 6 games now, I can only see us getting maybe a point at Crystal Palace, because I think they probably have more quality attacking wise than us, even though their results has been awful the past couple of games. But yeah, I cannot see us getting a point from the next 6 games, and that's going to leave us in a very, very bad predicament, because we're going to be dragged into a relegation battle that we probably never thought we were going to have, especially when you're spending, you know, God knows how much in the summer, and you're getting a striker what you need and a left back what you need, and it's just gone.
Yeah, and both players that you signed, like the striker Wilson, big boy signing. Like, he could have gone to, with all due respect, maybe a bigger club. Like, he could have gone to even a Chelsea and Arsenal, whatever. Yeah,
fully agree.
Like, Yeah, maybe not a Liverpool, a Man City, a Man United, because they've signed up like other players, but he'd slot in at Arsenal. Yeah, he's a good player. I don't think he's an elite striker, but he's on the same par as Lacazette. That's how I see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people will get onto me for that, but I think he's on the same par as Lacazette. I think he's on the same par as, well, he's better than Tammy Abraham. Let's be real. Yeah. Fucking Jesus Christ. That guy, fucking hell. Yeah. People are taking the piss out of finding Timo. Timo Werner's a baller. He just ain't being unleashed properly. But like, I just look at it and I think, like, you signed Godfrey. That guy was balling, absolutely balling at Norwich. And like, I don't know what you've done to him. You've just like you've capped him to the point where, like, man's in his shell. He's like a turtle, just like hiding.
It's like, honestly, Jamal Lewis, he like panics. He like looks and it's like he doesn't know what to do. But that's not his fault. It's like the coaching is obviously not working in his favour, because his decision making's just gone west. Like when he left Norwich fans were like, "Oh, look after him! Like he's amazing. He's an unreal talent." I'm thinking, freaking hell, have you given him his clone or what? Because I'm not saying it, but I don't blame him. That's the thing. I really don't blame him for like regressing the way he has, because so many other players who have been at the club way longer than him, like 4 or 5 years, like Lascelles, for example, Shah, Shelvey, people like that, have gone the complete opposite way as well. Like really, really bad. I mean, not. He looks bad.
I'm fucking hammered. Like, real talk, I'm fucking smashed, bro. I don't even know I've got through today, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
we've got to put the content out there for the real ones, all the rats in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
The dedication that he gives you guys.
Yeah, it can come back to bite you. I did a drunk Alexis stream one day, like declaring my undying love to Alexis Sanchez. I am so devastated I deleted that fucking video, yeah, because I dropped that fully again. I love Alexis. Alexis Sanchez was my guy, like full wifey. Yeah, now Tini's wifey. Like, it's mad. Big up to you for coming on as well. Like, listen, like, I don't even know how I fucking got through this stream.
I don't know how.
It's mad. Like, I don't even know how I got through the fucking watch along. Like, I was hammered before I even started. I was hammered with rants earlier at 4 p.m.
Like, you've been drinking since there's an announcement.
Yeah, that was what, 1 o'clock? I've been hammered ever since. Yeah, I'm sleeping good tonight. Like, I'm sleeping real good tonight. Oh, man said Lee's done out here. Big up all of you guys. Listen, everyone who's watching live, make sure you can smash the likes up. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Kendall. She will fully drop some content at some point.
Yes.
And it won't be while she's in her dressing gown.
No. I mean, I have got my Newcastle shirt on underneath, but I'm trying to cover it up so that people don't laugh at us for being a Newcastle fan.
Having said that, True Geordie's bang video that blew him up, big up True Geordie, was him coating off fucking, what was his name? Nile Ranger. Yeah?
Oh.
And that was him sat in a leather jacket, yeah, with with the iPhone on the fucking ironing board, yeah, calling him a see you next Tuesday. Mad. Absolutely mad. Man,
I should do like True Geordie-esque video now and just call Steve Bruce out.
Like, let me ask you this before we wrap this up, yeah? Like, is it literally, like, because I know Newcastle fans are fucking mad on your owner's neck, yeah? They're like, yo, we don't like this guy. Is that, like, is it true, firstly, number one, that he's a Tottenham fan? And secondly, like, is there anybody who gives him a break? Because it's like every single person I see is like, yo, he's got to go. And
yeah, I don't know about being a Tottenham fan. I feel like I've heard Tottenham in the past. I've heard West Ham in the past. But someone who knew him in like the 80s said he wasn't massively into league football, but he loves England games. And like he was like a proper like England game goer. Yeah, I'm trying to, fit in with the Arsenal group.
We're not much better, darling, trust me. Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know about that. I don't even think he really rates football, if I'm honest. And yeah, no one gives him a break because he doesn't deserve one. Like, yes, when he spends money, fair enough, we get it. But we knew that he spent money to get the takeover this year, it wasn't he spent money because he wanted to, because I mean he hasn't in the past, you know what I mean? So obviously it was different this time to protect his own assets. Everything is in his best interests. It's never for us, never for the fans, never for the club. It's always for him and his best interests. And really, if he really cared about us, I mean, we've wanted him out for 10 plus years, and he's been here 15.
He won't move.
So,
that's why I'm asking. It's like he's just like, I don't know what it is with him. Man's been to games. I've been to games at Newcastle away where like the whole fucking stadium is singing some vile shit about that guy. Yeah, and man's just sitting there like, I'll sip my beer. He don't give a fuck.
Does not care. He does it on purpose. Half the things I honestly think he does on purpose, to like, because he's in control and he can just like laugh at us and be like, I'm going to do this on purpose, like just stupid things like buy Joe Linton for no reason. Like honestly, half the
40
time,
million as well.
I
40
think
million.
Antagonise us, and you know, there's been court cases when obviously Kevin Keegan left the club for the second time, and he took him to court for, you know, like a tribunal for unfair dismissal and unfair, you know, workplace and stuff like that. But in the court case came out that Newcastle United under Mike Ashley consistently and intentionally misled the fans, the press, and the public of Newcastle United. So since that point, I mean, that was what, 2009?
Yeah,
earlier,
9, 10, something like that.
earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so that's how bad it has been since then. We've known that he's a liar. We know that he's doesn't do anything for us, and he consistently lies. So we've never.
Why do you think he brought Newcastle? Like, if he's not a Newcastle fan, because there's a lot of rumours saying he's like West Ham, Tottenham, whatever. Why do you think he brought it? Because like buying a Premier League football club is expensive, number one, but you also have to fucking finance it. And we've seen with Sunderland around the corner from you lot that if it goes tits up, like see you later. Yeah,
they're like close to administration. I don't know if they've saved themselves now, but
and do you know what they had? What's the guy's name? Jack Rodwell. Yeah, when I watched that program, I can't remember what was it. Something Sunderland. Like
Sunderland till I die.
Sunderland till I die. That was sick. Yeah, it was such a nice insight. Yeah, and then you obviously had Tottenham and Man City doing the fucking like all or nothing one. Yeah, right. It was such a nice insight. But when you see somebody like Jack Rodwell, just some average baller, like dog shit footballer. Like me and Rance were doing a stream earlier, and we were talking about proper ballers from the 90s, like in the Italian league. It's like we're looking at these players now, just like, you're shit, bruv. You would never get anywhere near these 90s teams. Jack Rodwell, like, you ain't even in the top 10,000 ballers back in the day, bruv. Yeah, it's like, what do you think he brought it for? Because he's going to have spunked a lot of money on that. Yeah, and he ain't making money. So is it just a ego thing, or look at me, I've got a football club, one of them ones?
Yeah, I think at first, because it was early 2000s, so 2006 he bought us, and obviously Roman Abramovich had bought a club in the early 2000s, and it was kind of like a little bit of a trend going on to buy a football club if you were like a successful businessman at that point. For some reason, like loads of like clubs were bought around that point. And I think he probably thought with the Newcastle United being who they are, with, you know, they're a one club city, they've got a huge fan base, they've got a really big stadium. The northeast is just Newcastle United. Obviously Sunderland were there at that point as well, but so he probably thought it was an easy option if you were going to buy a football club, because we hadn't been massively successful in terms of cups and stuff. Yes, we'd been in, you know, Champions League for pretty much most of the 90s and the early 2000s up until that point. And he probably thought if he was going to buy a football club, it was an easy thing to do, because he would always have the support. He would have fan support no matter what. Not him, but the club. So we'd always have that consistent, like, conveyor belt of money going in and things like that. And then obviously he hasn't invested enough because he's not involved enough. Like, but that's the problem with football now. I've said a few times, like, it's business orientated now. There's not a lot of, aside from maybe owners like Leicester, who are very invested in the club and very invested in the community. I don't think there's a lot of owners now of football clubs who actually care about football and get what football is. Really, it's like a business now. It's a business model now, football, and it's all about money and stuff. So obviously it hasn't worked out for him. He hasn't invested properly enough. Fans were on his case from early because we weren't getting the success that we'd had prior to that, Champions League wise, Europa League wise. And he just hasn't. I think he probably underestimated how much he would have to invest in order to get a return and, you know, keep the profit going. So, I mean, he's been trying to sell for 10 years, and this is the first time that he's actually actively gone and done it, because prior to that, he would just move the goalposts every single time. Like, he would say, right, the club's up for sale for 300 mil. Someone would say, okay, we'll give you 300 mil. And he's like, oh, no, sorry, it's 350 mil now. Like, all the time.
Do you actually think he's tried to sell it? Like,
This
you were
time
like,
I
yo,
do,
he's
yes,
actually
no.
tried to sell it. Do you actually think he wants to sell it?
The only reason I think that now is because he's taken the Premier League to court over the ruling. So I don't think he would spend his money doing that if he wasn't really, really trying to get rid of the club, because he would have just moved on and said, you know, it's over now, we'll just have to move on. But he hasn't. He's taken it a step further this time. So I do genuinely think this is it, because obviously, as I said, I don't know if I said it on some stream that his venture's a high street. So in this coronavirus pandemic, high street is struggling because shops are closed, nothing's happening, and that is all. Well, I don't think that's all he has, but that's his major business model: high street shops. So that's struggling for him. So he really, really needs to sell, probably to, you know, get profit back now.
Look at my missus. Look, that's my missus. Yeah, she sat upstairs. Maybe time for water. It was time for water, like literally about 5 hours ago.
She's a good one. She'll look after you.
Like, literally, it was her who popped the bottles off. Like, look at these comments. Big up, Sate, real one. Yeah, I've never seen this quiet. Lee is quiet. Like, literally, mad. Lee is zoned out. Yeah, big up Lee and Kendall. Make sure you subscribe to Kendall's channel. Listen, darling, appreciate you coming on.
No worries. Thanks for having me again.
I'm mash up. I can't lie. I told you that before we came on air. Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Yeah, big up to you as well, because like I appreciate it. Like, listen, you just got slapped up 3-0, didn't even turn up. The one positive is it's probably one game closer to Bruce being sacked.
I'll go bed and say a little prayer tonight. That tomorrow, I see club statement: Steve Bruce is gone. Oh, that'll just lovely. I will love that.
You'll be tipping champagne down the sink. Somebody said to me, I think it was Prime. Yeah, he tweeted me earlier, and he was like, "What's going to happen when you fucking get rid of Tapas Pulis?" I was like, "I don't even know." Yeah, I said, but when Bellerin leaves, I'm planting a tree for every year he's fucking been here, innit? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant a tree for every year he's been here. Yeah, big up Bellerin.
For every year he's been there.
Oh, seriously, I can't fucking wait for him to go. I would take Yedlin in a heartbeat, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But listen, big up to everyone who has watched live, and thank you very much. I appreciate it. Short notice as well. Big up to you, Slurry McSlurface over here. Yeah, not quite Alexis drunk like stream. That fucking, oh my god, that was a madness. I am so devastated. Man said 30 more minutes, bro. Bertrand, you can fuck yourself. Real talk. Yeah, big up to all of you lot, man. You show me mad love, and thank you very much. And listen, always a soft spot for Newcastle. Mad city, mad people, nice stadium, shit manager, shit owner. Not a bad team. Yeah, and we're out of here. Laters, peeps. Laters.